Trouble has been begging, pleading if you will, to be down with Madam's fam. And now that she's done one act to clean up her own mess, she seems to be crumbling. What's good, y'all? It's your good sister Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queen's Men video. And in this one, we're going to talk about how Trouble is currently in trouble and what we might see throughout the rest of season 4. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification because I'm dropping new All the Queen's Men videos every single day, exploring various storylines around these dynamic characters, and you do not want to miss it. So again, hit that subscribe button, get that like together. You go ahead and press it because I think you're going to like this video. And at any given point in the video, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Now, I want to go ahead and start before I get into some of the predictions that I have for future episodes this season. I want to go ahead and reset the board and talk about where we're at. Trouble and Champ robbed the Black Rock Boys last season, not necessarily knowing that Madam had ties with the Black Rock Boys, even though I'm not really sure what those ties are actually looking like, since they are demanding that one of the people who robbed them actually have to lose their life, which is where we are in this season. Madam's has trouble with taking Champ off the board if she wanted to go ahead and set things straight and then get back to work after she, had a moment where she thought that Madam was going to kill her herself, right? But she has to do this, and she agrees to do this in order to, 1, save her own life, 2, get back in good graces with Madam, and 3, get back to her life as it had been. So Trouble does what she's supposed to do. She takes out Champ a lot quicker than I thought that she would, but at the end of the day, Champ ain't Rayshawn, and I ain't even really sad to see Champ go because Champ ass was a snake from the beginning, and we all know that. So cool, Champ is gone. However, now we're watching Trouble spiral a little bit, seeming like she's building up resentment for Madam for even giving her the task to begin with. And while I understand you don't want to be tasked with taking somebody's life, you ain't had no problem committing crimes when it was you and your goofy friend concocting the schemes, right? Oh, okay. But we have seen Trouble lash out quite a few times, most notably recently when Rayshawn is in the locker room with her and he's like, you know what, you're right. I was worried about Madam. Madam got arrested, but she out. She landed on her feet like she always does. You were right. And Trouble like, mind your business. Don't worry about Madam. And basically kicking all this energy like she's not necessarily worried about Madam, which is a really interesting twist because Trouble has been running behind Madam in her shadows, just trying to kiss her ass since we met her in season 1, right? And now all of a sudden, you got sideways looks for Madam. Now all of a sudden, you going to go meet with Madam and you getting extra pissed when she tell you you can't be a VIP dancer just yet because you ain't ready and you believe that you ready because you took out your friend. No, you cleaned up the mess that you actually made. You don't get rewarded or promotions for that, like Madam said. And we're also seeing Trouble, in addition to building up seemingly a resentment and having an attitude about Madam's existence after doing what she had to do to Champ. Now we're starting to see her resort to drugs to be able to numb what is seeming like some guilt that is popping up and maybe regret for actually going through with it, which is like, girl, I don't know what else you was going to plan to do because this was the choice or you wouldn't be here. So do you not want to be here? Yeah. That's the question. But we get to see in episode 5, Trouble takes some drugs, and then Blue has to check her while she's out on the floor because she's over there groping patrons that don't want to be groped in that way and just being completely inappropriate and completely unprofessional. And Blue clocked immediately that she knows that she's on that and she need to go ahead and get clean before Madam finds out because that's going to be a problem. Now, that's not even just the part of Trouble being in trouble that I want to speak about. Because like, yes, mentally she's struggling. I think it's something that she can come out of. It's really just within days of her having to take a life, which is going to hit anybody really, really hard. But wanting to be associated with Madam, wanting to get down with how they get down with at Eden aside from the actual stripping, requires you to do some criminal things. So this is just one of the many things that your ass is going to have to do trying to be associated with and or ride for Madam. I feel like Trouble's in trouble because, y'all, when we get to later episodes, right? So when we get to episode 8, Trouble is supposedly going to get arrested because she's copping drugs off of an undercover officer who's standing in line at Eden. And if you go to ericavane.com, you can check out the 30 plus new characters that I predicted that we were going, or that I reported on, that we are going to see in season 4. I also did a video on it. I will link it as well in this video in the description box so that you can check it out if you want to, right? So spoiler alert, I'm talking about future episodes here, and if you don't want to necessarily have it spoiled, then go ahead and mute right now, and then I'll come and put a little text on screen and let you know when you can unmute and it's safe and we're not talking about anything prediction wise. So Officer London is a female, late 20s, early 30s, and she's an unexpected club patron waiting in line to get into Club Eden, signals to Trouble, and starts to make a lucrative drug deal with her. She turns out to be an undercover cop. Yeah. So Trouble's about to get arrested because she's not leaving that alone like Blue told her, but she's going to go actually cop some more. That's going to be a problem, Miss Mamas. That's going to be a problem. Now, drug possession is one thing. Maybe she can get out. Definitely not on her own recon because she definitely been in jail before. But she'll get out at some point. She'll get processed. Maybe have to do, I don't think no jail time, but if so, maybe a couple months. Nothing, no biggie. So I'm not even saying that she's in trouble by this. But when you skip over, y'all, to the next episode that we see this storyline playing out, it's going to be in episode 11. And Officer Banks, he's a male. He is a police officer that is assigned to guard Trouble, who is in undercover custody, and he can't even go to the bathroom for a minute without Trouble living up to her name. So Trouble is down at the jailhouse causing trouble, but nobody's supposed to know she's there because the undercover officer arrested her, and the undercover officer doesn't want to blow her cover, I'm assuming. So he's supposed to manage her knowing all of this, and then she's making it hard to do so. So that means she's kicking up dust down at the damn jailhouse. Now, who else is down at the damn jailhouse? Detective Davis. Yeah. This is where we get to the part where Trouble might actually be in trouble, because we already got the resentment building, the guilt, the regret maybe percolating in her brain. We got her on drugs, and she hasn't been using them long, but who knows if she is not gotten addicted real quick. So now she's in jail going through withdrawals, also resenting Madam and mad at Madam, and then kicking up dust, so much so that maybe Detective Davis has to clue into like, what the hell is going on with this person over here? Oh, this is one of the dancers over at Eden. They got women dancers at Eden? Yes, here she go. And then she starts to work on Trouble, maybe to flip her to do something, or holding this drug possession charge over her head again to make her do something against Madam or offer up any information. Now, before, I would be like, okay, but Trouble ain't gonna give her nothing. Except for we have been watching the seeds of dissent being planted in her brain, and Trouble is resenting Madam. So I'm not fully sure that Trouble is not capable of turning state's witness. I'm not sure that Trouble is not at a place where she could get mad at Madam or be outside of her brain, outside of her wits, and give information that she should not give that winds up helping Detective Davis go after and continue to prosecute Madam. So yes, Trouble is in trouble because she getting on drugs. Yes, Trouble is in trouble because she is, oh, and y'all can unmute now. Yes, Trouble is in trouble because she is regretting killing her friend. And I'm going to use friend very lightly because I doubt that Chet was actually any of their damn friends. Rayshawn is your friend, honey. Yeah. But Trouble is most of all in trouble because now she done crossed paths with the police. And they're going to use any and everything that they can to continue to come at Madam, and she done made herself a potential asset for police investigation. Now, I want to let y'all go down in the comment section, tell me your thoughts. I'm going to be down there reading it so that we can keep this conversation going. Is there anything that I missed? Is there anything that you want to also point out about Trouble and her character? She's about to turn it up this season and make all of this just a little bit more complicated, and I'm actually here for it. It's your good sis, you love to talk TV with. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one.